Guys, today's leak is genuinely insane. We got an absolutely massive list to go over. Like, this is gonna be a big video, so grab a snack, grab a drink, we're gonna go all in. Okay, so just a quick glance, look how much there is to talk about. Like, this is crazy. And of course, we're gonna start from the top here. So this person claims that the name of the game won't actually be called Wind and Wave, it's gonna be called Gale and Surge, and apparently the name change happened very late in development, which this is interesting. Okay, so first of all, from the Terra leak, we know that the games are Gaia K and Gaia N, which we could assume that, people are theorizing that the letters stood for Kaze and Nami, which stands for wind and wave. Kaze meaning wind, Nami meaning wave right here. Later on in development of like the Terra leak and stuff like that, we actually figured out that the name of the game will literally be Wind and Wave. So who knows? Maybe the name is actually going to change to Gale and Surge. I wouldn't hate that. I like Wind and Wave though. I think Wind and Wave sounds way cooler, but Gale and Surge, it does low-key have a cool like ring to it. So I don't know. Let me know. Do you guys like Gale and Surge or Wind and Wave? And who knows? Maybe they could have changed the name because like the Terra leak stuff happening. So I don't know. These starters are going to be a grass lizard that gains the flying type, a fire raccoon that gains dark, and a water baboon that gains poison. That sounds fire to me. So what we knew before is that there could potentially be a bat starter Pokemon, like one of the Pokemon could be a bat. I don't know. This sounds awesome though. I have heard of several different people saying lizard, like some sort of lizard. All these sound awesome, dude. I would probably have to go with the fire raccoon. But the water baboon is also funny because people have been saying we are gonna get a water type monkey Pokemon, another monkey starter, but it's gonna be the water type. So that could line up. That would be awesome too. Let me know what starter do you guys think is the coolest, the grass lizard, the fire raccoon, or the water baboon. I'm probably going to go with the fire raccoon. If these are the starter Pokemon, of course. The legendaries are friendly elderly guardians that show up throughout the story to guide you. Similar mythos to the Tapus, which is awesome. I wonder if we're going to see any of the Tapus in the game. You are also gifted a mysterious Pokemon who is an enchanted lump of ancient clay that is said to mold itself after pure trainers, which that to me sounds like that seed Pokemon we're talking about that we have talked about on the channel, where it's like some sort of special Pokemon that changes with everyone's game. Like everyone's seed Pokemon will look different. That sounds kind of cool. That could be maybe what this is. This game, all the leaks and stuff, just makes me really hope that it's a good game. Like I hope it's in depth. I hope they really cook. I hope they go all in with this game. Like, go crazy, Game Freak. Like, literally just give us everything you've ever wanted to in a Pokemon game. It's just a huge milestone, Gen 10, 30th anniversary of Pokemon in the same year. It's gotta be a good one. It can follow you around, but it can't be used in battles during the story. It has a menu and meter where you can see its progress. That's cool. So that's interesting. So you can't battle with it maybe near the end after the progress is complete. But it seems like it's just going to be like a friend, like a nice little friend that's going to join you along your journey. Special wild Pokemon missions you can take to influence its growth. If you do more combative approaches to the missions, it will evolve into the Drarika, I'm probably mispronouncing that one, a warrior statue with the high attack, or if you do the environment solutions, it will evolve into the Falarka, a lion statue with high defense, which I guess is what the statues are up here. You can also play with the blank, and the kinds of games you will play determine the color it evolves into. There are 10 to 12 colors for both of the evolutions, including a default beige for it if you never play with it. So it sounds like this is that seed Pokemon for sure, like some sort of very specific Pokemon that alters its form depending on what you do, the progress you have throughout the game, and I feel like it's got to be more than that. So it seems like this Pokemon, it's not going to be a mythical, it's not going to be a legendary, it's going to be kind of like its own class. It's going to be like its own unique thing that we've never seen before, which I'm all for. I actually do think that sounds super cool. I'm low-key a little surprised we haven't seen more leaks about that in the Terra leak, like from a couple months ago, like a leaked photo of it or something. Like maybe there are some leaked photos of it out there, because the Terra leak, the people that have the Terra leak data out there, they still got stuff to drop, man. Totally still could drop multiple things, bro. Many things that they could announce and reveal within the next couple weeks and months. And if you're not aware, this game is going to be announced soon at the end of February 27th. It's going to be Pokemon Day. Make sure to subscribe and turn those post notifications so you don't miss that, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be wild. But with that being said, we're going to get leaks before that and we're going to get leaks after that. So Gen 10 leaks are not going anywhere anytime soon. The Rotom board, it's new transportation. It's a board that takes the form of a scooter, a skateboard on a bumpy terrain, a snowboard on mountains, and a surfboard on water, and a hoverboard in the air. Okay, so it seems like it may change form. I wonder if that's going to be true, because we know that the Rotom Scooter is going to look like this. Like the Rotom Scooter, it's going to be like behind a Pokemon to follow it, so we could fly, we can swim, we could go underwater. I think it'd be really, really cool and sick if it were to actually change form. Like imagine going in the water and it literally turns into a surfboard. That makes it a little bit more intriguing to me, because I'm not the biggest fan of the Rotom Scooter, just because the original leaks were saying that we're going to have a ride Pokemon, like rideable Pokemon. Man, I really wish we were getting that. You can ride it yourself, or do the Synchro Ride, where you control the first Pokemon in your party with the Psychic reins attached to the board. That also doesn't sound too far-fetched, because there was a leaked Lumineon photo where apparently we are controlling the Lumineon. We're not controlling our character, but we are controlling the Lumineon, just like the Synchro Machine from Scarlet and Violet. So that would actually be kind of cool, like another cool way to like let us control the Pokemon, except we're still traveling with that Pokemon, just giving us some more freedom in the game. I like that idea. I like that. I really hope that is the case. Different Pokemon have different strengths, as a heavy one like Golem may be 10 times slower than a Rapidash on level land, faster going down a mountain than it. That is funny that they brought that up, because I literally talked about that in I think one of my previous videos today or the day before that, where literally I talked about how a Snorlax, like if you're using a Snorlax to travel, I would imagine it would be slow. Like I'd imagine the Snorlax would not be a very fast Pokemon to move around with and to travel with. Gyms are not very important to the plot, with the badges being more important to exploring restricted areas than actually the story. The story is mainly about the Petagards, also called the Great Shapers. They're powerful Pokemon from beyond the moral realm who shape and protect the magical transforming islands of the region. Okay, let's break that down. Transforming islands of the region. Are the islands going to be transforming? I don't think we've ever seen anything like that in the Terra League. Actually, scratch it. You know what? Never mind. I think we did see something about that. I can't remember what specific term they used, but they did use some sort of like AI procedural generation. But I thought that was more so with that specific Pokemon that they were talking about, where that Pokemon changes form and stuff like that. I would prefer if the islands don't change though. I want everything to stay the same for everybody playing the game. There are Fire, Ice, Ground, Rock, Psychic, and Ghost Guardians who all have the Petashards devoted to them, artifacts that radiate their power. Pokemon can equip these shards and unlock Petashard forms available to everybody. Fire makes you orange and bulging, Ice makes you teal and cubic, Ground makes you yellow and wide, Rock makes you green and jagged, Psychic makes you pink and lanky, Ghost makes you purple and translucent. Clouds that match your color will form above you while these shards are active, and they neutralize all weather while boosting the power of their respective type. This one to me is low-key a little confusing. Like, is this the evolution gimmick, like the new battle evolution gimmick with the specific typing, or is this actually unrelated to that? Because the battle evolution gimmick, we do have like a video of it leaked online, and it doesn't look that great, doesn't look all that cool. So I'm wondering if this is what they're talking about here. But that does sound cool. Like, I think it's cool when they have different things for specific different typings, and makes the game more unique, makes it more fun. Certain Pokemon, 3 per Guardian, called the Great Vessels by the NPCs, have more powerful Petashard forms that are called Petagard forms. Okay, we got all these crazy terms going on. These Pokemon become solely the type of their respective Guardian and receive defense boosts. Macargo, Heatmore, and Salazzle are the Fire-type Petagards. They all turn orange with triangular spikes. Dugong, Walrein, and Cryogonal are the Ice. They all turn teal in a Minecraft-ish geometric. Claydol, Hippowdon, and Mudsdale. We know Mudsdale is definitely going to be in the game for sure, because we did see the photo of it. Anyways, they are the ground, and they turn a yellow and crazy bulky. Golem, Rhyperior, and Stonedurner are the rock, and they turn green and mountainous. Slowking, Zazu, and Jirachi are the psychic. They get all pink and misty and look like constellations. And we got these Pokemon right here that are the ghost type, and they turn into the flickering purple outlines of themselves with no interiors. That sounds cool, and it doesn't actually sound like it will be the evolution gimmick, just some sort of additional gimmick to the game, I guess. Okay, so the actual Petaguardians are going to be post-game, so maybe it's going to be some sort of legendary. I would hope it's some sort of new legendary. They're not like Ultra Beast, but the Ultra Recon Squad does return. Ooh, that would be crazy. In an area beyond reality dubbed the Forgotten Zone, this is where they were born, where they both spectate and influence the region. Hopefully that's not going to be locked behind a DLC, if you know what I'm saying. It probably will be. And then we got the Fire, Ice, Ground, Rock. You can see all the names here, which, I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to lie. This part has me a little lost. This part has me a little like, okay, this sounds almost a little too far from what we've actually seen. However, stuff does become real from 4chan. Not all the time. I usually stay away from 4chan. I don't always talk about 4chan stuff. This one is something that I've been seeing multiple people talk about. It's been controversial. I don't know. You could read all this. I feel like there's just a lot of like nonsense, random stuff to read. But this would be cool. I do like the idea. I just think it's a little too far-fetched. I don't know whether or not to believe this. The stuff at the beginning with like the starter Pokemon, the final name in the game and stuff like that, the seed Pokemon, it doesn't sound too far-fetched. Like this all sounds pretty reasonable. It doesn't sound too crazy. Like I wouldn't be surprised if any of this were to become real. Then they also said the region, they also claim the region is called Hobbler. I don't think that's going to be called the name. I don't think that's going to be the region name. And apparently that translates into the word crystal. I don't see that being the name for the region. I don't think they would call it Hobbler. It has trials and additions to the gym, which we did see that in the Terra League. Gatekeepers are a new electric snake, Hisvolt, Fracture, Dusknoir, Magnezone, a new flying poison goose, Venhonk, new swordfish, Fensplash, and Volcarona. So I like seeing these new names. I hope that this is true. I like these names. I think they sound pretty sick to me. They sound like cool Pokemon to me. There are 3 species of new Hoblurian forms. Hoblurian Ducklet, Swanna, who are ice and flying, and then we have Skitty, a new evolution called Skittyclips, and then Poochyena, and then Mighty Yena. I don't know. Do you guys think this is real? Some of it sounds far-fetched. Like, this stuff to me, the Petaguardians, the Peta stuff, sounds a little bit too far out of the box for me. There's definitely a lot here that doesn't sound unreasonable, so I want to know your thoughts. I figured I'd report on it because you never know. Like, I covered some stuff from 4chan about ZA that did become real. I would say 4chan is definitely not the best place for leaks though, so if you do see something totally random on 4chan, take it with a grain of salt because it's not the best place for leaks. The best place for like new leaks is just the reputable people that have been giving consistent leaks over and over again. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel to help reach my goal of 50,000 subs for the end of this year. Hopefully we can hit that crazy goal. It's kind of insane to think that's even like in the realm of possibility, but we're still pretty far away from that. So if you want to help support that goal and turn on those post notifications, make sure to join the Discord server, link in the description down below. You can meet a bunch of awesome people, talk to some cool people, talk about new leaks, share your Fakemon and stuff like that. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day today. If you are real and watching this far in the video, comment down below dog, the word dog, to confuse the people that are not watching this far in the video. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Someone